Well done.
Well done.
Right, coming up to the programme of culture, what a show we've got for you today.
It's all about time travel this morning. Ashley Roberts is taking us back over the past 24 hours in the jungle. We're rewinding to the 80s in our TV plot series, and we'll be looking back at 50 years' worth of Doctor Who memorabilia. Take a look at this.
Hello, can you hear me? Over?
Welcome to Daleks.
I walked into the studio today and you don't bat an eyelid. I walked past a Dalek and I never even thought twice.
And what's that man called that you used to be scared of?
He's over there. I can see him over there now. It's a Cyberman.
Cyberman.
There's a Cyberman and we're just swivelling the camera around for him. There he is. Oh.
He has got a horror... He looks like he's going, what? What?
They would have been less funny if they'd gone, what? But when you're 10 or 12 and watching the telly, they were really scared. They're not so scary now.
What would you do if he just ran towards you suddenly?
Yeah, well, that would be a worry. I'd go, what? Also on the show...
Years of Doctor Who, we travel back in time to look at some of the most valuable and collectible Doctor Who memorabilia. Doctor Who! That's after this break.
Well, it's not very often you can hear the weather. We're pretty soundproofed here, but it's not very often you can hear this. Some crazy old storm just blew through.
It really did. It was really loud. It was like the rain was hitting the window.
Thunder and lightning.
Are we doing this at night time?
Look at it out there.
Wrong. I mean, it really does feel like it's about 11 o'clock at night.
Having said that, as all the papers are saying, temperature set to plummet to below freezing. You think, yeah, it's winter.
Yeah. Shock.
Every year it's the same. Right, welcome back. It's Doctor Who's 50th birthday this week, so to celebrate, collectibles expert Tracy Martin is here next to talk us through some of the most sought-after collectible items.
First, Emma's been filtering through your comments. What have you got, Emma? Now, this Saturday is the 50th anniversary of one of the most famous doctors in the universe, Doctor Who.
To celebrate the Doctor's mammoth success today, we are travelling back in time with antiques expert Tracy Martin to have a look at some of the best and most collectible memorabilia on the market. We've also got a big fan coming up in a minute as well. So this is a big fan club.
Massive. I mean, the first episode aired on the 23rd of November in 1963. First Doctor was William Hartnell, and it's just
gone on from
iconic.
there.
It's a British icon, really.
So what have we got?
I've got some amazing stuff. Well, the first thing I've got, Bonham's Auctioneers in London are holding a entertainment memorabilia sale on the 18th of December, and they've got some genuine props from Doctor Who that appeared on screen. And the first is this exploded Dalek. And
Look at it. I didn't realise Daleks bleed.
Yes, it does. And this is from the actual episode Remembrance of the Dalek, which aired in 1988. You tried hard not to laugh.
I didn't know. I'm saying things you never expect to hear. I didn't know that Daleks bleed.
I wasn't expecting that.
Well, the seventh Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, actually blew this up on screen with a Nitro 9 homemade bomb. And this is coming up for sale, and it's expected to reach between £4,500 and £5,000.
Wow, OK.
Amazing.
So someone's going to have that in their home
Impressive,
sooner or later.
Yeah.
The next item here is the Dove Pan magic trick, and this is another prop, and it's from the Talons of Weng Chiang, and that's in 1977.
We've got it actually.
Footage,
Yeah,
this
is it being used.
And this is with Tom
be there in a
Baker.
moment.
He's pulling those out of it, I imagine.
Here it comes.
Yep.
Ta-da! And there's the doves.
Not massively featured, but...
No, but the thing with these items is that, you know, collectors, it's really important to have on-screen presence. I mean, this Dalek did go up for sale in 2010 and only made about £750. The person that bought it did all their research because they thought it was just an exhibition Dalek, found it did appear on screen, and now it's £4,500 to £5,000.
Wow, so that's the key. How much is that dove thing going to go
this
for?
This is £700 to £900
Right,
estimate.
OK.
These are Yeti homing devices.
Yeti
right?
homing device, handy.
I hope they're not turned on, because the weather is perfect out there for them.
And these are expected to reach between £2,000 and £3,000 each.
Really?
And they were in the Web of Fear?
Yeah, the Web of Fear is one of the lost episodes that's just been found in a warehouse in Nigeria, and it's available to download. There were basically 6 episodes. One's, I think, has already aired. 4 have just been found and one's still missing.
So they never made it to air, they got lost?
No. Yeah, found in this
didn't know
warehouse
that.
in Nigeria. So, yeah.
Wow.
So there
Why
we go.
were they in a warehouse in
I
Nigeria?
have no idea, to be quite honest with you.
Oh.
Absolutely no idea. I'll have to find out.
Maybe Peter knows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Peter,
let's ask him.
Peter, hello, Peter. Peter
Hello.
Trott is a.
Hello.
You are a major fan
Yeah,
and
super
a
fan.
massive collector.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that, the warehouse in Nigeria?
Well, what happened was the BBC actually threw out a whole load of episodes many years ago, and luckily what they did is when they distributed them worldwide beforehand to show in other countries, they copied them and sent them to other countries.
Oh, I see.
So it went to
Sense.
Yeah.
Now we know.
That's very good.
You were definitely the man to ask.
Absolutely. Good job I was here.
Your first bit of memorabilia. So, can you remember watching it when you were a child and just being captivated?
4 or 5 years old when Tom Baker started, yeah.
Really?
And what was the first thing that you collected?
Well, it was a Christmas present from my parents, which is Doctor Who Monster Book and War of the Daleks game.
Which we have here, yes.
Yeah.
Now, the Monster book is only worth about £15, which seems amazing, as you know. It's so old. And the board game is worth about £50 now.
But your entire collection, I mean, your house is pretty much a museum,
It's a
isn't
museum,
it?
yeah.
Dedicated to this. And these things can go for an awful lot of money.
Yeah, especially the stuff dating to the 1960s and the 1970s.
This is your house, isn't it, that we're seeing here?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely
Pinball machine and fruit
jam-packed.
machine.
And so you'll travel all over. If you hear there is a sale of memorabilia, then you're out there gathering, or do you just keep your eyes out for people things don't, you know, when they don't know what they're throwing away?
Yeah, I just keep my eyes peeled, really, like have a look in bottoms when they have an auction, or just have a look on other auction sites on the
And
internet.
there's your Dalek.
And there's the Dalek and Keep Q Dalek.
Oh!
It moves.
Someone in it, or it's real.
It's so cool. Now, he's paid about £600 for this, and I've estimated it about £3,000 to £5,000. This one is actually an exhibition Dalek from the Lonely exhibition that ran for years and years, from sort of the 1970s through to 2009. So he's not been on screen, which is why I valued it a little bit lower.
Right.
I see.
But basically, just a fantastic thing. The most expensive Dalek to sell was the gold Dalek for £35,000.
Really? I was once on a red carpet, and there was a Dalek on the red carpet, and one of the photographers went, "Kiss the Dalek," and I looked at it, and I kissed one of its pointy out sticky things, and then I thought, what have I actually just kissed?
Well, yeah, because I suppose they've got a number of pointy out things
Well, that's what I mean.
for different reasons. You know, antennae, weapons. You know.
I didn't have much time to think.
Another iconic piece being the Cyberman,
Yes,
of course.
it's the one that freaks you out.
And
Well,
this-
it did do. When I was watching Doctor Who in my youth, this was the one that was going to terrify the laugh out of me. And it's so funny when you watch them back. They really weren't that scary. And I stood next to it and thought, how do I feel standing next to it now? And it was the 2 Phillips screws in the back of its head that I thought, you know, if I'd known that, it wouldn't have been quite so scary.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, this was appeared on screen in 1982 in Earthshock. But it is sort of missing sort of its headpiece and its front panels, so the valuation for that's about £3,000 to £5,000 as
Is
well.
it really? Look at that, though.
Here they are. Look,
it's
look,
gonna
look. There
move.
they are. Look. I mean, that terrified me.
They are
Scared
quite
the life
scary.
out of me.
I used to hide behind the sofa with Tom Baker, you know, the 4th Doctor, Doctor Who. I remember as a kid just hiding behind the sofa, just frightening stuff.
What else you got for us?
The Layla doll here. The Layla doll dates to 1977. It originally cost £2.95 in 1977. Now it's worth about £300 to £500. It's signed
And these
on
are
the
yours.
side.
A lot of these are yours.
Yeah,
all
these
of
are
this
mine.
lot.
This is signed on the side, isn't it, Pete, by Louise Jameson, which was the Doctor's companion.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What about collectibles?
There
of the
she is. That's
future?
what she
Oh,
looks
there
like.
she is,
Does
yes.
that, obviously, if it's signed, does it increase the value?
Of course, yes, and it's also a good provenance. And this one's in mint condition, which is quite rare to find.
Where did you find that?
In a collector's shop.
Did you?
Yes.
I mean, you must think all your Christmases have come at once when you see something.
My
like
eyes
that.
light up.
Yeah.
Yes.
But of course, we've got tons of modern memorabilia.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I picked a few items out to look at. The first is this great British icon Dalek, and that's from forbiddenplanet.com. Unique, because of obviously the Union flag. That's what I need to say on the front. I just think it's a fun, quirky thing. $34.99.
You never know what will be worth. But see, the trouble is with buying these things and wanting them to be worth a fortune in the future, you've got to keep them in the box.
Yeah, well, you can't guarantee anything. Do you know what? This, though, I love. This is from minted-uk.com. It's a Tardis with a 1-ounce silver coin inside. Now, this is supposed to make the dematerialising whoop-whoop sound, because it's but it's not working today.
Oh, I see.
And that's £99. And they've brought out these commemorative coins, which is amazing.
OK.
Very nice.
What's this?
That is a replica. Now, this is rubber toe replicas, and all the people that work there are actual prop makers for BBC. And this is Matt Smith's Tardis pull to open door.
Oh, but a replica.
And, yeah, and that comes in at £264.95. But they're all made to order, so if only 3 sold, there'll only be 3 in existence.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very
So
good.
I don't know whether Peter plans to bid for any of this stuff to add to his collection. He's standing off over there. You're going to go for it?
Might do.
A bit pricey. Yeah, a little bit. Thank you very much indeed, Peter. Thank you very much.
Thank
indeed.
you. Thank
Brilliant.
you. Well, if you'd like more information on the Doctor Who memorabilia we've shown today, then head to the website itv.com.
Coming up, we'll confrontate Ashley Roberts.